she gets her fungal treatment. She gets yeast infections sometimes. I don't think this is a very common thing for guinea pigs to have. I can't find really much information on it, but it started happening as soon as we got her, and it happens about every 6 months. So what we do for her is tidy her bum area, keep it as clean as possible, and when a yeast infection happens, she has to get oral antifungal medication. So she is on ketoconazole. For her weight, she gets 1 whole mil, so this entire syringe, once a day for 14 to 21 days. It just depends what length my vet feels is necessary. So the very first time she got this, I was not looking at her bum and checking her bum to make sure she was clean, or any of the girls. So I didn't notice she had a problem until it had spread onto her nose and the sides of her mouth. It was nasty. It was crusty, orangish, beige stuff that was just piling up. So we had taken her to the vet for that. And thank goodness we got the oral medication and it cleared up. It took 3 weeks of treatment for that first time for it to go away. And after I realized I need to be checking the lady parts on my female pigs to make sure they're all tidy. So even for the girls who don't have problems, what I do is take a little cotton round, get it wet with just some warm water, and just gently wipe down their lady parts when we're doing, say, nail clipping or cage cleaning, just to make sure they're tidy. And then for Apple here, this is going to be something I'm going to do and check her nightly from now on. I was doing about 4 or 5 times a week, but I think we're just going to do it every single night. Just a super quick tidy up. So what I noticed for her now, since we're really on top of it, is the first signs that she's having a problem are she bites and pulls at her back feet, and she'll have some dry flaky skin in the hair around her vagina, and then on her vagina it's like this crusty film that starts. So it's not very pleasant for her. It's itchy, it's uncomfortable, but thankfully with the medication it acts really quickly and clears it up completely. She's a very sweet-natured pig, so I couldn't ask for like a better patient for this stuff. So I'll show you quickly how we tidy her bum, and then we'll give her her medication. I just want to make sure I'm in frame. So I find the easiest way to see their bum is to have them on your lap and just gently lift up her bum and just wipe it clean. So you can also do full bum baths for them. Which I'm going to be doing once we're finished, or almost finished her medication. I'm going to make sure that entire area is very clean using our Kind and Gentle Gorgeous Guinea shampoo. So maybe I'll film that when we get to that point. So we're going to do her medication now. She does not like this, so I have to do it about 5 or 6 times to get her to have the whole syringe. It's okay. So you want to slip it in the side of their mouth and then push it back. Their mouths are pretty deep, so you want to push it back so that they're swallowing. This stuff's supposed to be pretty bitter, so she will let it come out of her mouth just like a small child if I do not have it pushed back far enough. Good girl. I know you don't like it. Good girl. Almost done. So we just have to do this every night, and I keep it at the same time every night for maximum effectiveness. Good girl. There, we did that in 3 gulps. Okay. So that is Apple. She's just over 2 years. Well, she's going to be about 2.5 years now. She was 2 in January. and this has been something that we have dealt with ever since we first adopted her. I at first thought it was just going to be like a one-off, randomly weird thing, maybe from the stress of a new environment, but sadly it has kept happening. But I'm okay. If it's every 6 months, she's alright, you know, we get through it, and the medication acts fast. The downside for the medication is it can be harsh on their liver, but that would be for more long-term use, and then since we have a good decent amount of time between uses, her liver can repair and everything like that. So that's something I didn't like thinking about, is if she has to have this every day, but so far we can carry on for a decent amount of time between episodes. Okay, so I'm going to get her back because Huckman hates when Apple's out of the cage without. Can you see him up there? He's waiting, and he'll usually like call, and he just does not like when she's not by him. Hucky, are we coming back? Huck, Huck. Yes, we'll be back. He's waiting, and he'll usually like call, and he just does not like when she's not by him. Hucky, are we coming back? Huck, Huck. Yes, we'll be back. Okay, so I just gotta tidy these guys up. So Huck will be glad that his little lady's back. He honestly hates when she's out of the cage or gone. But I can't always have you out too, Bibby. Oh, and I should mention, something my vet wanted us to start is making sure that she gets extra vitamin C daily. So they already get vitamin C from their pellets and from the veggies I feed, but she wants her to get 50 milligrams of vitamin C extra every day. So we're going to be buying the human vitamin C tablets and breaking them up to make sure that she gets even more. That's just in case her immune system isn't the greatest, and that's why she's getting the yeast infections more often. But luckily she's, you know, never had any other type of issue, knock on wood. So extra vitamin C doesn't hurt guinea pigs. Any extra that they don't use just will come out in their pee. So it's worth trying, because it would be nice if we could get away from having these yeast infections at all. Not gonna cross my fingers that that's gonna happen though. I just gotta move this camera out of the way. Okay, sorry, I just had to switch it or else I was gonna keep hitting it. Oh, something I get asked if people can see my face in videos, why do I have a mask on? I have bad allergies and I have asthma, so I am allergic to guinea pigs. And I'm allergic to their hay. The dust from hay just really bothers my asthma. And I'm quite allergic to guinea pigs. So that's why I wear my mask, so that I can breathe easily while I am down here. It helps out a lot, and also the air purifier helps out a ton, because without that stuff, it's bad. So if you're somebody who has allergies as well, I highly recommend wearing a mask when you're handling your guinea pigs and when you're down in their room or up in their room, wherever their room is. So I know it sure helps me. It might look a little silly, but it's nicer to breathe. I'll put that there. There you guys go. So they are all set for the night. Apple's such a good little pig, so is Hucky. They are two of the sweetest little pigs that you could ever ask for. They are from Piggle's Guinea Pig Rescue. Hucky I got when he was only 4 weeks old. BudgetBunny and Sherwood Small Pets actually drove down to my house and stayed over, and they brought him with them. We had a great time when they were down. And then Apple was down from a volunteer, Kathy. She brought her down and my mom picked her up. These two are probably my most closely bonded pigs that I've ever had. Like, Hucky is in love with Apple, like beyond in love. Apple really loves him too and trusts him greatly. Anywhere Apple's sleeping, Hucky comes up to her really slowly and then sleeps right behind her or beside her. He just can never be close enough to her. It's really sweet. And then, as I mentioned, anytime that Apple is out of the cage, like when I'm just doing something really quick, like giving her medication or clipping her nails, he patrols the front end of the cage and just stares down and does some yelling, kind of like, "Where are you, Apple?" Sometimes she answers back. It's pretty cute. Hucky's like the sweetest pig ever. And Apple and Huckle are my two pigs that talk the most. They're always talking to each other, just having those really cute little bubbly talks while they're exploring around the cage. And when you have them both out for lap time and you're petting them both, they are so loud with their little talks. Not a ton of my pigs will talk really loud while you're sitting holding them for lap time, but these two just talk nonstop. They're really sweet, special piggies. Just love them. Okay, I guess that's enough babbling.